Hello, Brent. How are you today?
Hey, Corey, how are you?
Thank you for letting me come in today again. It's good to see you again.
Absolutely.
How was your weekend?
It was good. Just kind of worked around the house and did some fun stuff. Watched some football, that kind of thing. Was as relaxing as possible. I only had one day off.
So you had some time to stay home and watch football? That's great.
Well, I mean, I say watch football in between getting other things done for the family. It's kind of on in the background, actually. But you know how it is.
So you weren't just sitting there with a bag of chips and watching the game on the couch?
No, we had some quality time with the family later in the afternoon. Football was on.
Good.
I try to get it in there, but really just Sunday is the only day I can do that, so I don't get any college football.
How's the wife and kids? They were able to just hang out with you all afternoon? That's great.
Good, yeah. We went to church, and then we had family, lunch there, and then we were cleaning up around the house, doing some yard work, like I was saying. I don't know if it was hanging out the whole day or a bunch of quality time. In the evening, we had a little bit of a story time and we did a Bible study, and then that was about it. But it was good. It was good what we did.
You said you had to fit in some work in between there. Is this business work here, or is this work around the house?
I was talking about work around the house, mowing the lawn. I have a laundry list of honeydews, that really has never seemed to end. But mainly, I work through Monday through Saturday, and really I should be working on Sunday too, but I've got to spend some time with my family, that kind of thing. So no, it was just yard work on that particular case. But I am working from Monday to Saturday. I can tell you that I've got plenty of work on the other side of things too. It's not like I'm a shortage.
Monday through Saturday, so you're putting in a lot of hours, and
yeah.
This business is all yours. Are you the founder of the business?
I am, yep. I don't know if I mentioned this to you before, but we've been around for about a year now, going on a year.
Okay.
Not exactly, but going on a year, and it's been okay. We've been increasing our revenue, but it's just a lot of work, man. I have a ton of problems with my employees in regards to keeping them. Very high turnover rate. We're a fun jump company, bounce house, whatever you want to call it. So it's not exactly the most glamorous work. My guys drive a truck, they unload it, they load it back up, they got to clean it. A lot of training, a lot of stuff has to go into it, a lot of paperwork for processing them, all that stuff.
Are you the one that has to do all the processing, or who's in charge of all that processing that you're talking about, all that paperwork?
Well, I can tell you it's mainly me. My wife does help out some. She's busy with the kids most of the time. Really, it's just an emergency kind of a scenario, or a once in a while thing where I'm just really slammed that I have to bring her in. I don't like to do that, frankly. I wish there was something I had that could just keep her from having to ever get involved. But at the initial stage, we're both kind of carrying the load there. It's mainly me, though. I try to get it done as much as possible office hours, or after the shop closes. I'm trying to wrap up stuff for the day. But yeah, it's me. There's no other actual employee. I need one, but I don't know that the money is there yet. So
you're trying to do it all yourself, and is part of your goals is to really to hire that employee and to pass that work on to someone else. That way you're not stuck doing all of that processing? Or?
Yeah, it is to hire somebody to do that. The HR side of it is big for me because I'm always trying to plug in new employees because I lose them so quickly. A lot of college students, and they're just not real, they don't have much stickability, if that makes sense. So the HR side of it is pretty big. The processing of it, all that kind of thing. Yeah. If I could hire somebody to do all of that, I don't know that that would take up all their time. I'd probably have to put them in some other areas as well. But yes, I just need a solution. I need somebody to help me problem solve that area. I need somebody to be able to take that and run with it.
So it sounds to me like really you're not able to focus on the rest of the business because you're so tied up with all this processing and taking care of all your HR and paperwork. And it sounds to me like you're looking for a solution to where it'll free you up to really do what you do best. What is it that you would like to be doing instead of processing and paperwork?
Well, frankly, I need to be out there promoting myself. I need to be trying to get with, different event coordinators that throw parties and things like that to promote my business in front of them.
Yeah.
That's a great little add-on to what they already do. And then I also need to be, frankly, developing marketing and being involved in like state fairs. I mean, we just don't have enough time to do all this stuff. There are some great revenue building opportunities that would actually keep me from having to sell 20 units all at once. I could bring 20 units to one place, that kind of thing, and I just don't have time to go out there and develop the relationship or anything like that.
So what this means to you is having better inventory control, better relationships with your customers, and going out there and promoting yourself. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, absolutely. I just need to, if I had more time, I'd be out selling myself. I would be out working on what only I could do. Couldn't send an employee out there to do that at this point. Maybe down the road I could have a sales rep that would go, develop relationships and stuff, but it's really not even that kind of a business anyway. We do promote, we do have some marketing that we do, but we have people that call in. It's not like I go business to business and send salespeople out. When I do that, it's me wanting to go out and make like an actual corporate partnership or something,
Well, the great news is we do have a solution for your problem. We are able to actually cut back all of your paperwork, where we have electronic forms to automatically do all of your e-statements. You can actually, I saw that you had a smartphone. You can actually access all your payroll information through your smartphone, called a program called Run.
Okay.
And it really seems like we have what it is you need to really move this forward. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I'd like to get a little bit better understanding of what it is exactly you're talking about, but I need to solve the problem. I'm not sure I quite understand how does having it on my phone really help me solve the problem, but explain to me what you mean.
Well, what this means to you is that you're going to be able to access everything that you have in paper form right now. You're going to be able to access that online or on your phone.
Okay.
You're not chained to your desk anymore. That means you're free to go out and go to these events and these promotions that you want to go and promote and deal with.
Okay.
And this is cloud-based. Cloud-based means internet-based. You'll be able to access your HR information from anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that?
Yeah, that does appeal to me. The main thing is I just don't want to be in front of a desk with somebody else processing all of this stuff. Is there a solution for keeping me from having to spend my time with somebody else, fill this thing out, and then take it and organize it, and file it away?
So it sounds like
that's a big piece of it, really.
So tell me if I'm right. It sounds to me like that you are wanting to not be the person who is having to manhandle all of the information from an employee or all of your other, billing statements and all your other. You're wanting a system to really do that for you instead of yourself. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I've never looked at it like that, but that would help. In fact, if I had a system that could handle that, I wouldn't need to have a person. You need to hire a person to do it.
Well, great news is we have a system for you in place. Over 150,000 small businesses are using this system. It's tested.
Wow.
We have 24-hour support, so if you have any questions, you can feel free to call.
Okay.
And so hopefully, would you like to do business with us?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm really ready to learn. I would need to see something, or I guess I'm just reticent to really say yes, not really knowing.
So
if
tell
I can
me
have the time to save. I don't know if I can learn a system, honestly. How long is it going to take me to learn how to use this thing? That's a great question. How long is it going to take me to learn how to use this thing?
it sounds, so a lot of people have felt that way, and they felt like, you know, they didn't have the time to learn it, they didn't want to learn it, you know. And what we found is if they take a little bit of time up front to learn how the system works and how efficiently it works, that in the long run you are saving blocks and blocks of time. How much time do you spend doing all of your paperwork in a week?
Oh gosh, between payroll and HR, I probably train like I probably do like a new employee each week. It's pretty crazy, but between that, payroll, and then just other processing stuff, I mean, easily 3/4 of a day, sometimes a full day.
Wow, 3/4 of a day. That. Now tell me, if you were not doing all of that and using 3/4 of your day for that need, instead you were out there doing what you do best, how much money could you make?
I mean, it would depend on how many, I don't make those types of relationships every day. But if I was.
But in the long run, it would be more beneficial to you to really learn a system that'll be in place. So that way you're not having to use your time for 3/4 of a day,
Yeah.
you know, just doing paperwork.
I mean, it is true. I would be out there in front of customers more, and I would be out there in front of clients that could pitch my product for me, big event companies, and
So
fairs, things like that.
other than having to learn a little bit about a new system, is there anything from stopping you from getting this product?
Well, I mean, I don't even know how much it is yet, but I mean, how
Well,
much is the product?
You have 0 to 6 employees, so it's $21.95 a month. There's a $150 sign-up fee.
Okay.
All of that gives you so much. It gives you 24-hour support. It gives you customizable forms, training, and I'll be here for every step of the way for every question that you have.
Okay. Well, I'm not really sure I could justify the $150. I mean, I get the fact that it's $21.95. I'm doing it every month, and I'm using it every month. The $150 is a pretty steep price, but.
So what it sounds like to me, tell me if I'm saying this right, is that you are concerned about your initial investment of $21 every single month. Tell me, if you were able to have a system in place where you're not doing paperwork 3/4 of a day every single week,
Yeah.
how much more money could you make
Yeah,
per
I
week?
see where you're going with this. Yeah, I mean, I would probably make the $150 back very quickly.
Yeah.
If I could lock down some deals. I get it. You got me.
All
You got
right.
me.
Well, the sign-up process is really easy. Why don't we start?
Let me look at it first. Let me trial it first, if that's okay. I mean, is there a way for me to look at it?
Yeah, we'll give you a 30-day trial,
Okay.
and so I'll follow up with you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brent.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Corey.
Yep.